longer cables. That's the real trick to the whole thing. If I could just get longer cables, that'd be fine.
Yep. Damn, what is this? We're grooving.
This is called the DeLorean. So the DeLorean is something that we made at my job, which is kind of music that we produce, you know, and it's really good. It's really cool, and we're live now, also, by the way. But I'm waiting.
Nice.
Waiting to connect this thing. One of my staff is calling me to set the alarm. So I guess I better set that. You're a working man, Mr. Kelly. It never ends, right? The grind is always there.
The grind, yeah. I don't know. I got a pretty interesting grind story, I think.
Okay, I want to get into this grind story. The grindstone, as they say. I'm gonna text this guy because I feel like he's heading out for the alarm. Alarm? That's all we need. All right, dope. And then I didn't check to see if my scene switcher is gonna be agreeable today. So let's see. I've got a whole thing planned because I kind of feel like Mr. Rogers. There we go. Like I usually, so when we're going out, when we're playing Killer Queen at Glitch Bar, which, you know, okay, we're starting to get a little bit back into some of those things. I would always come after work, so I've got this exact same blazer, and I'd have to like try to figure out in the Florida sun if the blazer's gonna agree with me that day or not. But I usually have it off by the time I start this show, so I get to be everybody's neighbor and just one sleeve at a time.
Oh, yeah.
It's very empowering. If you've never done it, I highly recommend. Toss that over there.
It's a visual transition to the beginning of the show.
It's great. It's great. And look at that. Speaking of transitions, I've got, as you guys have already seen from the show description, people didn't think this was going to happen, mainly me. But we have the man, the myth, the actual legend, Turbo, as they call him in some circles around these parts. You're one of those guys where people literally introduce you as your nickname. So to other people like me, oh, that's just your name now. You're Turbo. So anytime we go anywhere, is Turbo there? Where's Turbo?
Yeah.
Is he over there? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't actually know what your name was, I think, until Damish told me. Like maybe at the end of season 1, we were trying to see about getting you on the show because Damish made some post. He's like, hey, I want to come on and do a tandem Lazy J with Turbo. And I'm like, nice. Okay. Let's try to set this up. And I emailed you. I sent you an email. And the big question out the gate is, did you get it?
Oh, man, I might have got it.
I emailed you. I don't even remember when this was, but I sent you an email. I was like, hey, Mr. Turbo, come on my show and talk with me and Damish about things. It's fun. I promise. It's not weird.
Oh, I don't remember that. Do you want me to search for it? I'll search for it right now.
I mean, hey,
we've got time, right?
We've got a little time. No, it's funny, man. It would have came from, I guess, what's my email? It's like Joseph O. Miller. Try that, Joseph O. Miller. It should pop.
Joseph O. Miller, no spaces, at Gmail?
Yeah. We're going for a ride here. This is where the fan mail for the Lazy.
I got nothing.
Oh, hot damn. I had to have picked the wrong character or something.
I don't know.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Tragedy. We could have been done this, Damish. Well, dope. My newly promoted producer turned executive producer, Joe Becerra, Scoops.
Yeah.
How did that happen? He just reached out to you. He's like, hey, come on the show.
I think he sold his soul to the devil for my phone number, is what I heard.
Yeah. He wouldn't tell me. He wouldn't tell me his sources. He's like, oh, I'll just figure this out, We'll make it work. And he kept it a secret. I was telling you before the show, he kept it a secret from me this whole time. He's like, I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm not going to tell you who your guest is this week. Last week we were going to have Nick Monger, but we had some production schedule issues. He's in the same industry as me. He does production. I didn't even know that. But he had some shoots and whatnot. So okay, we'll try to bring him back into the fold. But he wouldn't tell me who was on for this week. It turns out it's Turbo. So I wish I had the soundboard track into it, man. But I'm very excited to have you on. Thanks so much for coming, and thanks for answering Joe's call. Random numbers on your phone are always fun.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. Yeah.
So first things first, man. What are we sipping? I've got in my Yoshi mug today a concoction made by my wife, as per usual. The worst he said to me was, I put it in this mug because it looks like poop. And when she gave it to me, it's like green. It does kind of look like poop. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like smoothie poop. But it had like a little bit of like speckle on the rim. So I'm just like, you're really going for it with this poop analogy, hon. But it tastes fine. There's alcohol in it. What do you got?
So you don't even actually know what it is.
I have no idea. But she asked me, should I put more alcohol in it? And I said, no, hon. You don't put any more alcohol in it. It's fine.
Very nice. Very nice.
So.
Well, I actually just got done with dry April. So
nice.
I got some Maestro Diablo tequila
and
ice cube here.
Heck yeah, man, Maestro. We had that at our little bar out here at Brew Next Door. That's dope. Really nice bottle.
Yeah.
We make a signature called the Mark Twain with that.
Ooh, the what? Mark Twain?
Yeah, don't ask. Mark Twain didn't drink tequila. But, at our bar he does.
Yeah, nice.
What were you saying?
I just asked the person at the liquor store, like, hey, I want to try new tequila. Tell me something. And they were like, this one. All right.
We had a poker night one night, and the guy that was putting his on, his name is Dave Casanova. Apparently he's like some WPT poker player. But he's like, listen, I got to have mezcal at my poker night. And he's like, get me, I forget what it's called, something Lobos. And so, okay. It's like, I love that smoky mezcal. Like, okay.
Nice.
Smoky mezcal from Mr. Casanova. But no, it's dope. So you've been doing a whole bunch. I see the room here, a lot of sound panels. You're an audio man, are you not? What's going on here?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would like it if the sound panels were effective, but what I learned is that these are not.
No.
Unfortunately.
What did you get them for?
Well, I just my girlfriend who I live with here is just a little sensitive to noise, so I wanted to be able to blast my music upstairs and not disturb her.
Makes sense.
Since I work out of this office and I just listen to music all day.
There's a thread going on that Daphne Love from New York started today. Are you a fan of the city pop? Do you get down in Japantown?
This is the first I've heard of them, actually.
Really? City pop? Oh, man. Well, I definitely recommend checking that thread out if you... Well, shit, you don't have Facebook. City pop.
This is the problem. I miss all the threads.
Yeah, all the threads. City pop, YouTube, Plastic Love, Love Trip is one I posted. There's a ton others. I found out, Damish is in there as well, but Bandito, Perdistio from Texas is in there. And there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. So music-wise, but you're blasting music in your home office. It's a Tuesday. You're working. What are you listening to? What's in the playlist?
Fucking emo.
Hell yeah, brother! Give me some tracks.
Yeah.
Where are we at? We at what is it? Jesus, what's the song? Black Parade. Is that emo?
Yeah, it counts. Yeah,
it counts. All right, I'm in.
Yeah. No, I like a lot of stuff, but I have emo on the brain because. There's a band that's been doing fan service in these last couple years, taking their 10-year-old bangers and turning them into like piano, like hardcore piano screaming opera, like remakes of their own like old tracks.
Dude,
and it's total fan service.
I love that stuff. Like whenever they're coming in and like redoing, like what was it? I mean, they do it with samples all the time. Samples just live on forever. Ever. My favorite thing now, though, and you can even do this in city pop, like a lot of the city pop that I found recently is because I would listen to future funk and like Japanese disco, which is a whole other, BPM. But they would take tracks from old city pop records, because this is like 80s Japan, 70s, like that era of like the romantic Japan, and they remix them now into these Japanese disco tracks. People like Young Bae and Night Tempo and Macross 99. I found out these guys have they're going to be on your side of the coast. They're going to be in LA in November. They're doing a show. I'm very jealous because those tickets are very expensive. But that's a show I would love to go to. It's all Japanese disco. It's pretty wild. If you were traveling, would you go to a show to listen to one of these bands do this emo thing?
I don't know if I would. I mean, I think I would do it for the adventure. But I don't know, I feel like emo people don't know how to enjoy a concert, just stand there and be sad.
It kind of goes against the grain, doesn't it?
I would go to a dance concert. I think I wanna like get energetic and stuff.
Dope. Okay, I like this. I haven't like
disco would work.
I don't
disco
prepare.
for sure.
Disco, Japanese disco. Oh, you would love it, man. You'd love it. I never do like show notes or anything for these shows because it's the lazy J. Like you never know. It could be a J dive at any time. You plan for those. Lazy J. It just kind of comes out. So I wanted to get into a segment though, which obviously rapid fire is a thing. Your name is Turbo, so we're gonna go real fast. Gotta go fast. So let's see. We already talked about some music. I want to get into some stuff you like and stuff you don't like. If you don't want to answer, just say pass, and then we'll keep on going. I'm just gonna sling some stuff at you, and we'll see what sticks to the ground. So,
all right. So I'm doing rapid answers too, right?
Rapid answers. Gotta be fast. Okay. All right. We gotta live up to the name, Turbo. Live up to the name.
All right. Let's go. All
right. Here we go.
I'm already waiting.
Oh shit! Favorite video game.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Hell yeah! God damn it! That's a good ass video game. Okay. Favorite song from the 90s.
Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Kind of Life.
Holy crap. Okay, I do know Third Eye Blind. I don't know that particular song, but I'm going to look it up after this. Let's see. Of all the cities you've been to participate in Killer Queen, favorite city for the adventure?
The first time I went to Charlotte.
Really? Charlotte, the Queen City?
Yeah.
All right, we got to break away from this for a second. What did you do in Charlotte?
That was when the scene was still kind of small, but it was burgeoning.
Okay.
So it was still small enough that there was just one big house party that everyone went to.
Oh, nice.
That the Charlotte people hosted, and it was just wild, that's where all the memes started, like the cops rule and everyone saying, well, shh. Yeah. Like it was all at that one party. Also, like Caesar got a tattoo that night on his leg, and it looks really shitty.
Caesar, I want to see this tattoo, buddy.
Sorry, Caesar.
Right? Yeah. Now the world.
He knows it though. He's proud of it. It's also cool. Like it's badass in that he did it though. Like it's almost more memorable that way. What else happened? Oh man, Austin made up a song about never wiping his butt ever again, and me and him sang it just at the top of our lungs for a good while.
This is what you're working on in the home studio? You're gonna make the EP?
Yeah.
Never wiping my butt again.
And to this day, since we sang that song, I've never wiped my butt again.
Fucking fantastic. All right, Charlotte, I'm coming back to rapid fire. I've got a couple more things. Let's see. You've played on a bunch of teams. You've been to a bunch of tournaments. You played with a bunch of people. So let's get into some KQ rapid fire. For better or worse, right? It's the Lazy J. My last one apparently was very wholesome with Nathan Palmer. So if you want to dig a little bit, feel free. Let's say least favorite warrior to fight.
Oh, to fight. Shit. Am I supposed to go rapid fire, right?
You could think about these a little bit.
Okay. Least favorite warrior to fight. Brian Wong, definitely. Yeah.
B Wong. Wong's got your number?
Yeah, the thing is, he's always got like I feel like I can get him like more often than not. Like my percent's like pretty good if you just look at the stats, but it's always like he's got a high percent where like he knows what my options are and like he's gonna get me on a good handful of them. So like he's like as Turbo, my job as a speed warrior is to do like the most work I can possibly do in the shortest amount of time. I'm just looking for like, okay, find the weakest target, eliminate the weakest target. Find the next weakest target, eliminate the next weakest target. Repeat, right?
You're the damn Terminator.
That's the goal, right?
It's Terminator 2.
Whenever I hit B-Wong though, it's like it takes fucking forever to deal with him. Like it's like he fucking presses pause on my operation, right?
I fucking
love
it.
I have to take my time. I gotta like set up. I gotta play fucking chess with this guy instead of just like wiping him out right away.
Oh my god! You ever go to a tournament? B-Wong, first one down. You're happy. That's a happy Turbo.
Oh yeah.
That's good. I like that. That's for you. That's for you, Brian. That's good. That's nice. Okay. Most annoying objective runner to fight.
Oh, is it a boring answer if I say Rob?
I don't know. Have we mentioned Rob Newhouse on the Lazy J in a while? I think it's time for the quota. No, that's fine.
It's fine, yeah. The thing with Rob is that he's just good, and if I don't realize it's him, like if I know it's him, like I know what to do.
Yeah, you kind of get
but
it.
There's all these little bears running around. Like if I don't know which one's Rob, he's gonna fuck me, right?
Have you ever gotten caught by? I mean, everyone's gotten caught by Rob, but like, what's one of your most memorable? God damn it, Rob! Like, it's a bump in the tunnel. It's this, it's that. What stands out?
Yeah, he just nails the prediction. Like whenever you're going up against a worker, it's always like rock paper scissors sort of a situation. You're both gonna jump, or one's gonna go over, one's under. And I definitely have been in a situation where he predicted my reaction like 5 times in a row, and then I died. Yeah. And it's just embarrassing if you lose rock paper scissors 5 times in a row.
Yeah, yeah. No, I that's a good analogy. Actually, I like that one a lot. Okay, cheers, Rob. There's your shout out.
Like if you were just picking randomly, you'd probably do better, right? It's like you tried, and trying was worse than just random.
They roll you out with the Bart Simpson cake. It's no good. It's no good at all. Okay, so we got B Wong. See, what I'm actually doing, Turbo, right now is I'm just giving the listeners the actual super team to beat Turbo. That's what we're doing. No, just kidding. There is no team. So we got B Wong, we got Rob. Who would you say is your favorite queen to play with? Maybe this is in tournament. Damish. Oh, that was a fast answer. Holy hell! All right, we're going back to rapid fire. You've played with him the most. You guys did what? Bumblebash 1 and 2, I think it was.
Yeah.
With break.
Yep.
What makes him so special as a queen for you?
There's 2 things. So one is that we pretty much just have a mind meld at this point, right? We practiced together so much, and we developed not only our own meta, but even kind of the scene's meta, at a certain time together. Yeah, and when you go through that together, you just think about the game the same way. So a lot of stuff that other people would have to say out loud to each other in order to be on the same page, Damish and I are just thinking it already. Right. We're already on the same page. So we have more room to say out loud other stuff on top of that.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about it like that. There's the classic hive mind meld, but the idea that it gives you more room in the brain to call out other things while you're still activating on that kind of telepathic level. That's interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then part 2 is that Damish is just an incredible queen and a player in general. This guy is disciplined, and some people wouldn't like the way that sounds because they're gonna think, well, it's just a game. We're trying to have fun. Don't take it so seriously. Why you gotta be such a tryhard?
Right.
But come on, be trying hard at the game is how you have fun, in my opinion.
You're right.
So, to Damish, he. Some people they think that he's kind of overconfident because he's so willing to just give advice to other players, but I don't think he is. I think he's actually very humble because he's always looking for how he can improve. He's always looking for what that next level up is. He never thinks that he's reached the top ever.
Right. Yeah. There's a quote that I like from, I forget who said it, but it's in competition, and it's never tell me I'm the greatest. Never try to pump my head to make me feel like I've done something or I've made it. Because when I in my mind buy into that you've told me, now you've got me. Now you've basically killed me in that moment. You've surpassed me because I think that I've reached it. And the whole point is you never reach it. You never reach it. You're always climbing. You're always trying to reach the summit. And the summit's always moving. So what is it? Impossible stairs of Mario 64 all the time. But that's good, man. I agree. Damish is super. We talked to him on the show. He loves teaching people. He likes sharing that knowledge of the game. He was one of the first queens that I had that kind of an interaction with, of this kind of mentor, coach, teacher type thing. And he's telling me stuff. I talked to him, all this stuff that makes no sense to me. He's speaking Greek about resources, and what the fuck are you talking about, man?
It's a whole framework for thinking the game. Yeah.
But it makes sense. After the fact, it's oh, okay. But you had to catch up to it in a very strange father-son wisdom path.
Yeah, I would say the only mistake he makes is not checking first whether the person actually wants advice. But that's fine.
Consent first.
It's good natured.
No, that's good. That's interesting. Okay, so we're working that out. Who would you say in terms of working with another player? Because as speed, you can do a lot, but a lot of what has to be done in the game, you got to do it with somebody else. You're comboing off someone else. If it's not the queen, because the queen's busy, they're doing stuff. Who's like your favorite wingman or wingwoman to just go in there, get the pins, put the pressure, and set it up to kill for you? It's got to be another warrior somewhere in there.
Probably Wilkening or Wyatt.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wilkening, man. Yeah, I got a chance to play with him a couple times. He's super great, but that was very early on, I think. Bumblebash 1 and 2, we weren't even around for those. I think we sent a couple people to Bumblebash 3, but we didn't send a team from South Florida anyway until Bumblebash 4. So, I kind of missed that golden era. But what's that like when you guys are coming together? How did you form that aspect of pinting out between you and Wilken and Wyatt?
I think we just practiced a lot for twerk.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the thing is, it's not even the right way to play or anything. It's just if you practice together, you just start to do things automatically in a certain pattern, and that saves you time. Even just milliseconds in the game, 200 milliseconds or something. But if you can save that amount of time, that's reaction time that your opponent doesn't have when you both come in for some kind of team play.
Right.
So I'm just saying, I think I got used to playing with all our three playstyles kind of converged, and so we were able to gain that really quick reaction speed. And so when I play with someone that I'm not practiced with, it's not even a reflection on their skill level or mine. It's just how comfortable we are with each other. But I just don't have that ability to swoop in as a unit, 2 players against 1, and perform a kill with no hesitancy. There's always a little bit of setup cost.
Right. Yeah. No, that's true. I get that, because you gotta make sure it's there, and it's we haven't practiced this a million times, so I'm not 100% sure it's there.
Yeah, you're not sure they're going to go for it, or you're not sure exactly where they're going to hit it, or
who's holding, who's not, and that does show up, right? When you're mixing around and this and that, and outside of the Bumblebash runs, and we'll get into those in a little bit, but you've been playing in and around. We've only matched up one time in tournament, and that was at Phoenix. I was at the Cactus Clash. I was playing with Pierre's team, San Fran. I don't remember what team you're on, but it wasn't Damish's team. Damish has had a team, I think, and he had some other people on there.
They won, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they ended up coming back and winning. They were kind of underdogging for a little bit there, and they rallied it together. I don't understand. But I remember there was only one game we fought. I was doing Anchor Vanilla for Pierre on that team, and someone came over and told me, hey, Turbo's on that team over there. And at that point in time, I didn't even know who you were. They just said, where you were they just said Turbo's on the team over there. And so I'm like, okay, Turbo plays speed, so I'm just gonna see who's the speed warrior, and that's Turbo. And I think you were probably Skulls. And we get into some battles, and I'm just doing my vanilla Anchor thing. I ain't trying to fight nobody. I'm trying to stay alive and guard the snail that we're trying to push and do my thing. Here comes Turbo messing with my shit, and I remember we had clashed for a little bit, and you murdered me off rip the first time, and I'm like, okay,
oh, no.
The rumors are true. All right. I feel like after that point, it's like, okay, let me just not be a moron and try to not get murdered so quickly in this Anchor role. But that was really fun for me in that moment, because again, you hear these names, you're playing the game. Eventually, maybe one day at a tournament, you'll match up against Damish or Wilkening, or there's just these big names. Tiana, it's like, oh my god, they're here. I remember the first time I fought against Cody, I had no idea who he was. He wrecked my ass, so bad it left me puzzled. I've talked about this a whole bunch, but I didn't know who he was. It's like, oh damn, I just got destroyed by a guy. But sometimes certain people, when you've heard their name so much as you're leading up, it's like, oh shit, this cool moment. But that's for people that have been new. I imagine that when you guys had first started playing the game, that either you came up together as X-Men Class 1, or there were already some people that you guys were kind of aspiring towards. Damish talks about Oh, Jesus. Miriam in New York, being kind of the godmother of KQ. Were there any players in your earlier career that you like looked up to or tried to surpass?
You know, I actually been around with the game since it wasn't really played by anyone. So I didn't have that chance. Like, I discovered it really, really early, and nobody played it. Like, I was like, oh, this game's awesome, but there's no one playing it, so I can't play it.
the supply and demand. Where was that? Was that at Google, or was that? It was in New York, but
it was at Museum of the Moving Image. They had I went to an indie video game developers conference there.
Oh, okay.
They had the game. The museum just had an upstairs exhibit with a whole bunch of video games, and Killer Queen just happened to be there. And I remember it was some of the most fun I've had in my life because I think that was where I discovered the game. And so imagine all these video game developers, indie video game developers, are at this conference, right? And nobody's heard of this Killer Queen game. Nobody. Right. But these are all game developers, right? So they understand how games work. They're like pretty good at games in general. And they all go upstairs and find this 5 versus 5 game, and every single person is playing it for the first time. Everyone.
Wow.
And like there was like a good few dozen of us who were like, fuck this conference, fuck all the panels, fuck all the demos. I'm gonna go upstairs and play this game all weekend.
Hell yeah. That's dope. That sounds like fucking like MagFest arcade for the first time. It's like, oh, okay, no, not going to any panels. This is 24-hour. I'm gonna be in here playing these Japanese arcade games. This is great. That's wild. Yeah. I can't even imagine. Yeah, so you were like OG Promethean Killer Queen player.
Yes, there were no legends at that time, right? That was like everybody was playing the game for the first time.
What's the lead up, I guess, in terms of, from that point? And then it starts to build some traction. Google picks it up. Other people in New York, the other scene starts to get built. And New York goes on to dominate for, until BB4, basically, until Chicago finally breaks through. But still a huge contender. What is that pathway leading up to the point where Bumblebash 1 and 2 are happening? People are playing the game, they're coming in, and you guys are figuring out how to play the game competitively from ground zero on the second floor of the museum.
Yeah, so I actually exited the picture during this time period. So after my experience in New York, I actually moved back to Phoenix, my hometown, for a couple of years, and I just couldn't play the game. I was just like, man, that was fun. Wish I could play that game some more, and then just didn't, right?
Yeah.
But I remember I was traveling, I don't know, for vacation or something, in like Indiana or something, and what actually ended up happening? I don't remember, but I ended up renting a car and driving to Chicago and hanging out with the Chicago people. And I was like, oh my God, this game spread to other cities and it's competitive now. Fuck yeah. I'm going to have opponents.
Yeah.
So at that time, I was a newbie again, right? Because these guys have been playing competitively. I've been just out of the picture for a couple of years, apart from just an intro. And then, I don't remember the order of things, but I kind of helped the scene get started in Phoenix. Just by like helping the arcade get started, like, I don't know, volunteering to help them like tile the floor, giving them some money, stuff like that.
Right.
So we had a little burgeoning scene in Phoenix. And so that was fun. And then I was there, and then at some point I went back to New York. Yeah.
Dope. And then so you've been in New York basically up that whole time, up until this move where now you were in Portland.
Yep.
And you're doing your thing. Obviously that move is, more work related and you're pulling things together, but now you're finally back also we're in Damish's town.
Yeah.
How is that? I mean, we're in the lull, we're in the pandemic, but it's kind of a cosmic meeting of the minds now in the same place. Is there some excitement there in terms of what you guys may be able to do for the Portland scene?
Well, I mean, like you said, it's been pretty quiet. I've been pretty pandemic safe. My partner especially likes to be safe, so I've only gotten to hang out with Damish a couple times, which has been fun. I'm really excited for when we're going to start doing stuff again. I just got my first shot a couple weeks ago. Second one's coming up here.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, same time. I think my second one's going to be May 24th, somewhere around there.
Nice.
So we'll see, but definitely looking forward to that. I think it's really cool because if you
does
get to
Damish
the point,
watch
he
this
does.
podcast?
He does.
Yo,
he does.
Damish, what's up, Damish? Host a game at your house for vaccinated people, please.
He was telling me when he was on, because he was the first episode of the second season. We're having this talk. He's in his house and looking at all of his fancy keyboards. Which, by the way, I'm still gonna order one of those, Damish. Put me on the list, buddy. But he's telling me about the cab in the house, and us in Florida, Damish has a cab at his house. It's all Damish's cab. Then he breaks down to me, oh yeah, no, I went in with this with Turbo and some other folks, and we kind of like all did it together. And he's telling me about you guys went over there and played a little bit and did some crazy junk queen tandeming and just stuff.
Oh.
he said you got him most of the time, I think.
We just had a quarantine hangout, and he was like, I could turn it on. And I was like, all right, yeah, if you want to, like,
if you want to. I mean, I don't want to twist your arm or anything. Snaps it in half. That's fucking funny.
To be clear, I'm not in on it at all. I'm pretty sure it's Damish, and I don't want to say the wrong set of people, but I am not one of the owners of the
I see. Thanks for clearing that up. But yeah, no, I think it's interesting that you guys have gone in, you've got this dynamic going on. It's just very cool. It's a very cool dynamic. There's a part of the scene I was talking about with Sam, which is the social side, and there's the competitive end. Obviously, you're no big stranger to that. And then the social end is a huge part of it too. Damish, got married to his KQ buddy, so it's like there's definitely a social aspect to it. Where do you feel like the game, for as long as you've played it, has led you in terms of your social journey, kind of understanding yourself, and then also understanding some of the relationships you have with people in the scene?
Yeah, I love it. I love having friends in all these cities, and I love having casual acquaintances that like we can be really warm and friendly with, but we don't, it's like I don't feel like I need to like keep up, like text people, be like, "How's it going?" Like it's fine. Like we'll see each other when we see each other, and we'll have a great time. Exactly. And I really love that. I really enjoy that kind of friendship. Yeah. I will say, like in turn.
Go ahead.
But yeah, plenty of years. Yeah. I would say in terms of like competitiveness, there was one thing I was hoping I would get a chance to say on this podcast, and I'll say it right now.
Oh yeah, lay it on us, Turbo.
Yeah, I've been reflecting a lot in the pandemic. While we're not been playing Killer Queen, I've not been seeing everyone, and I've just been thinking about all the times I've just been a stressed out asshole to my friends, just because I was being competitive, and I don't know. I guess I just feel kind of like a little bit of regret, a little bit of like, I want to be a different kind of person in the future who has friends first and foremost and plays competitively second.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I can pull that off. But that's how I'm coming out of the pandemic with intention-wise.
That's big, man. That's really big, I think. Because, even there was a thing that they posted, again, on Facebook, but I'm sure you've seen this. There was a documentary kind of going in and around. And there's a lot. Like, I know Clarkson's working on one.
By Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I saw that last week.
And they're talking, and it's a lot of what you're saying. It kind of starts with this, I don't know, this discovery, I guess. And everyone's like, oh, what's this game? And oh, what are these people? And oh my God, these people are so nice, and they're so fun, and they're so cool, and I feel so welcome, and I feel so, and it's just super wholesome. And then it doesn't like make a hard shift, but it definitely shifts in the conversation to the competitive aspect. And it's like, yeah, and then there's some shit talking, and then there's some this, and, but it's fine. But man, you get into it though, like you really, like you know what I'm saying. And that edgy part of the competitive aspect of things comes out, where you do get caught up in it. I think that was the thing people kept saying. You just get caught up in, and Daffy on there, and it's like what you're saying, right? Where and I'm guilty of it too. I'm sure everyone is in some form, fashion, where you can kind of turn into a version of yourself that maybe you don't like as much. And it's always about the balance of how do I keep that Jekyll and Hyde situation under control?
Jekyll and Hyde, yeah, that's so true.
Do you feel like there was any like particular moment where you made that decision, or do you feel like it's really just this kind of redux of reflection within the pandemic where you're in a situation now where maybe it's like, damn, now I have all these things that maybe I was taking for granted. Shit, well, I guess, if I ever come out of this, I'll do this differently.
Yeah, I think it's the latter, right? You have all this time to reflect. What's that movie, Castaway? The guy's stuck on an island and he's like thinking about all his whole life and like sorting it all out,
Yeah, it's important. I feel like that's a big part. I think for me, if I was thinking like that, one of the things that I've definitely learned from the pandemic, they talk about this concept, and this is going to sound funky, but it's the lazy J. Essential, workers, essential staff, essential industries. Like this was going around at the beginning of the pandemic, this concept of what's essential. And people kept, kind of jonesing on it a little bit, like, I'm essential, like, my industry's essential, like, come on. But I kind of took that and I started thinking about people, because the number one thing that you're missing right now in this pandemic is social interaction, right? That's like the currency that everyone wishes they could trade more of, but you can't. So everyone's holding, no one's profiting, like no one's able to exchange and interact. Like the social currency of life, that stock market is just in the tank,
Yeah.
So it became a thing for me of like, I think that before pandemic, me personally, there's a lot of social interactions that either are imbalanced, where I feel like I'm either giving a lot or I'm not giving enough. And I need to look at who's in my circles and how I'm treating them and what's going on there. And I also need to see about like who's in my circle that probably shouldn't be there. And it's just like taking from me, And I think that aspect of who's essential to you kind of really struck a chord for me while we're in this situation. Being at work too, comes into play, where you've got a job to do and you have other people you're trying to do this job with, and everything sucks, in the COVID, work environment. Everything sucks. It's remote work is slow. The meetings, the Zoom calls, it's frustrating. This guy didn't read the notes, or, whatever. My wife works remote. She has all these issues too. And people are leaving companies. They're starting in other places. It's really isolated into kind of the me, and the team is less so for the circumstances, and that's fine. But you begin to value even who you work with and the work that you're doing together with people. And some people who have dreamed of working from home all their lives and now they can, are finding in certain circumstances like, damn, I kind of wish I could like see my coworkers. It's interesting, right? That's so. It
is. It really is. Yeah.
Have you felt any of that type of stuff going on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I already had it. I would consider myself an introvert, so I'm actually like pretty comfortable with a low amount of social interaction. But even so, like I definitely have been craving it, and video conferencing. Like, let's be real, like what we're doing right now, like this is cool. This is not that thing that we're all craving.
Not the same.
It's a good thing. But it's a different thing, right? Yeah. It's not filling the void, I don't care who it is. Like if it's a TV screen, it's not my friend.
Right. Right. At the end of the day, you turn it off, and it's staring back at you, and it's just you, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But I like what you said about comparing kind of like essential like friends who you find essential to your life and giving back. And I would even like look at it like the other way too. Just making kind of like a little point about society. Like we call people essential workers and we call them heroes, and we're like, all right, good. Now just go out there and do all the dirty work of society. Take on all the risk, and then we don't even fucking pay them like above minimum wage, or like give them hazard pay, or like man, if they're essential, like let's give back.
Right. Right.
Same thing you're saying with your friends, right?
I'll tell this because my buddy Marion, who I talked about earlier, she's a teacher, obviously. Teachers are dealing with a ton. Teachers have been dealing with a ton since before the beginning of time.
Oh my god.
That's the most underrated profession, in my opinion, in the whole of America. But that aside, I think that you're absolutely right. Like some things just don't make sense, and they should make sense. And I hope that, with everything that's going on, there's a lot of conversations and things about how schooling is done now, whether or not we're going back to school or we're still doing remote, the challenges of that, and availability of good internet for kids and stuff, and especially rural areas, and trying to figure out how to do things. Big challenges, but like, yeah, man, people, need the shake of what should be done. So I think that's really, really important. My computer is telling me that it wants to update. I'm going to tell it not to do that. We're going to take a quick commercial break. This is the Lazy J. This isn't usually how the commercial break works, Turbo. Usually the computer just shuts down on me for a second, and it forces the commercial break. So we'll see how this works, but title screen's up, buddy. Mics are live. I'm going to hit this thing. We'll be back in, like, literally 5 seconds. Maybe a little more than 5 seconds, but I'm no liar.
What are we advertising right now?
Right now we're advertising my wife's concoctions. They come pre-bottled. They're all natural, and they will get you right. Let me tell you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For real?
No. I'm being facetious.
Oh, I'm still say, damn, that's kind of cool.
I'm still making my way through this Darjeeling here. But hey, I'm feeling good, man. You feeling good, buddy?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I'm at the tail end of my 2 tequila shots here.
That's all ice water, ice tequila. It's fine. That's the best. It's the best. We got some folks in here. I gotta look at the chat here. Oh boy, Newhouse is in here. Damish is in here.
Oh, everyone I've been talking about's in there. Wow.
They're all the gang's all here, man. Oh, I can't see the comments past a certain point, but glad you guys are here.
Friends?
JP from South Florida is in here as well. Man, the myth, the legend. This is dope. JP is basically, well, I don't want to say that. I don't want to make him upset. JP's JP, but he is hands down the closest thing to what we would consider to be the best speed warrior in the scene, period, by far. So in that regard, he's similar to you. He's done a lot. He's been in a lot of different interactions and whatnot. He's a very cool guy, very talented and very deadly speed warrior. I was gonna ask you, like, how did you get so good, man? Like, what is it that you do? You were in a training regimen, obviously, with Team Break, but like, what's the secret sauce to the type of training and the type of practice that you have to do to get yourself to be as competitive and viable as you are as a warrior?
It's just the love of the game.
Oh, a simple answer. Look at that.
Yeah.
You just enjoy this game, man. That's dope.
Yeah. If you like the game, you'll practice it. If you like the game, you'll think about how it works.
Mm-hmm.
If you like the game, you'll watch streams of other people playing. That's it.
The streams, man. The footage.
Everyone who says that they hate this game, they're going to quit playing soon, they're limiting their potential.
Right.
So many people do it. They're like, I'm going to probably stop playing this game like next year. Those are the people who are limiting themselves, right?
Who's going to stop playing this game, Turbo? I want names.
I'm not saying it. I'm not putting words in people's mouth.
I'll do it. I'm going to call out Brian Lancaster. He said he's going to retire. I told him he can't retire until... He could have retired if the pandemic didn't hit, but no one is allowed to retire during the pandemic. That's the rule. You gotta go out on a fair shake. Give everybody one last time to clap that ass and figure it out. That's what I really want. I want to keep fighting it. He's so good, man. He's so good.
I just think if you're gonna stop playing the game, then just do it. Like, stop talking about it.
Right. Do it. Come on.
Are we here? Are we playing? Or are we just bullshitting right now?
Do it, you coward. Come on. What are you waiting for? I feel like, I agree. It's like you do things or you don't do things. You can't be like half-assed. You know what I mean? You can't be half-assed. So come on. You got the challenge from Turbo. If you're going to quit, then just quit. Damn it. But don't, because we want you to play.
Actually, my actual thing I'm actually saying is, come on, don't be so negative. Like, let's just have fun. Right. It's fun.
Did you ever get to a point when you're playing where you do get into this kind of negative mode where you're like, oh man, like, did you have that issue yourself? You're like, what am I playing this for? All this time, I could be doing other things. Why do I bother? Or did your enjoyment of the game carry you through?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier. Like, I definitely got over fixated on the trying to win, you know, but that's not the point. If you love the game, you don't love winning, because if you love the game and you win every time, you're not actually experiencing the game.
Right.
The game includes losing.
Oh, dude, winning sucks. Can we talk about that for a minute?
Yeah.
There's a concept of like, what is a good game, right? Sometimes a good game is a game that you lose. Like, oh, I mean, we played so many good games that we lost at Bumblebash, you know, Bumblebash 4 for our team. And then you've got, you know, games that you win where it's, you know, you basically have a 100% chance of winning. Either the team composition is just so stacked, or the other team is good, but their queen didn't know how to deal with a lockout, or they have one, you know, just bad link. You know, one person that didn't quite know something, and they're in this pool of the sharks. My favorite thing about the game, in terms of like, you know, because winning is fun, but I think you're right. The better way to say that is the mental engagement that the game produces. That's the thing. It's like a chess match all the time, but like everyone's a grandmaster, or everyone is the same number at least, and they're in the range where it's competitive, and you don't know quite, am I gonna win this or not? It's like, you know, gambling, I guess. If you watch that gambling anime, I forget how she says it or what's it called, but it's like, if the stakes aren't high, what are we even playing for? Like, that's the thrill. I don't care if I win or lose the pot, but I just need to feel the thrill of the stakes, you know?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I feel like that's how it goes. I mean, to me, part of the reason that we even play competitively is it's not even that we want to be competitive.
Right.
It's that in order to have fun, we need stronger opponents so that the game is more interesting.
Right.
Right? Like, to me, that's what competitive play is. It's like, it's not that you're trying harder, it's that you're just good enough that you just need good opponents, or it's not fun.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a tough spot to be sometimes when you're trying to bring everybody up and there's like not enough in the pool. I know a lot of scenes go through that kind of implosion where they kind of you know, collapse on themselves, and then you're left with this ultra competitive cream of the crop group of 8 people, and it's like,
doesn't work.
This isn't enough.
Yeah.
And thank you, Rob. Rob got me a little connection. There's team break and there's teamwork.
I was not on team break.
This is teamwork.
Yeah.
This is teamwork. I can remember watching teamwork videos earlier on. There it is. That's the commercial break. I knew it was coming, Turbo. I knew it was coming. This is what happens when you commercial break too early. Hang tight. I got to get you on, turn my camera back on. This is the actual commercial break, and you're watching the Lazy J. I knew it. I didn't buy it for a second. Okay, we're back. Boom. So, fucking commercial breaks. I tell you what, I'm going to take this computer and all of its Windows updates. I'm going to throw it in garbage. The garbage, even. And then I'm going to get a new computer. I'm going to put that computer where the old computer was, and we're going to do this again. It's going to be fine. So, some of those things in terms of, you know, watching the footage. I can remember watching Teamwork. This was probably one of the first competitive videos even watched. I don't remember who you guys were playing. I just remember, man, that font's really cool.
The font?
Yeah, the font for the team names. That's literally all I remember. The font is so cool. But that was ages ago. In those games when you're playing, because some of those things got down to the wire, what's like your most memorable butt clincher of a game? Where it's like, it could have gone either way, man. It could have gone either way. Maybe it's something that you did, and they, you know, pulled it back and heroed it out, or maybe someone else in your team. But like, walk me through that as I walk around.
Man.
And turn off the streamer mode, enabled banner on your head.
This is such a good question, but you're asking it to me when I have been out of the game. I haven't watched a stream of a Killer Queen game for a year now. So I can't do it. I just can't answer the question. I'm too pandemicked. in order to come up with like an in-game story. And that makes me sad. Like I miss playing the game so that I could remember games.
Yeah, man. It's fading away in the memories. It gets to be
okay. I got a stupid one.
Okay, all right, give me a dumb one.
It just popped in my head. Okay, so do you remember Meat Map?
I remember Meat Map, the OG Meat Map.
Yeah, I think so. No one wanted to play it, but for some reason we were playing it.
No one wanted to play Meat Map.
And so this was not even an important game, but we were in that middle tunnel area, and the other team had just wrecked us, and it was like the berry had gone in, we were about to lose.
Oh no!
But I went up and like I think I was a queen. I don't know. I like threaded through like a bunch of warriors, and I did a stick in like this amount of space and got the queen. I was like, and then we got it. And like no one else even cared because it was like once they put the berry in, they were like, whatever, it's Meat Map, it's just a practice game.
Right.
But I was like, did you see that though? Like I just did a stick in like a tiny ass like column.
Yo, I'm ecstatic because I too, my guy, I also use the word threaded. When I'm trying to get through very narrow situations. I can see you doing it, and what you did is you rose in a dive to make yourself smaller. Squeezed up in the middle and stuck to the ceiling. You devil, you. That's a good move, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
And that's how you know I love the game, because I'll do that on fucking Meat Map during a practice round that no one gives a shit about.
It's fun, right? That's where the variety of the game comes from. It's like
that's right.
Just do the weird shit. Is there a player that you think in your mind just like embodies that? They just do weird shit all the time.
Wait, there definitely is. Probably Prashant, I guess.
Okay. And Prashant's nasty too, from what I hear.
I mean, it's annoying. Like, it's not good, but he's definitely having fun.
I've heard that of New York, Prashant. He's also, has he not? He's won a Bumblebash or two.
Yeah. Who won the latest one? No, they lost to Woody's team, right?
Right. So that was 60% knee howdy.
Oh no, he won on the team I was on Clean, right? Yeah.
Right. That's right. Yeah, the third team Clean. Good job, name. Keep it clean. It's nice.
Clean,
okay. So let me switch some gears here and get into some other stuff that I've been dying to ask and to just kind of figure out. You've got a lady. You guys you're doing your thing. You've moved. You're building up. What's like kind of the drive for you on a personal level of your aspirations, what you're looking to do? You're obviously incredibly smart, pushing forward, but I think in this time frame, especially now with the pandemic, people are thinking about, well, what else is there beyond the game? And for me, the Lazy J has become really an interesting show to see what these people are doing outside the game and kind of where their head goes and all of that space. So for example, like we were bringing on Nick Monger, I just want to ask him a bunch of video production questions because I didn't know that's what he did. That's the industry I'm in. I'm like, dude, you want to talk about being on set, call times? Yeah, man, fuck that. Like,
nice.
Got to be up so early. Shit.
But I probably enjoy watching that one actually.
Right? Like, what's your track path in terms of what you're doing, what you've got going on, this move, and you've got a whole bunch of new life changes you've made, man.
Oh yeah. So I'm a computer programmer. I have a degree in computer science. From Arizona State. So I started going, and it's fortunate, right? Because I started off with a hobby in computer programming as a child, and then turns out you can make money doing it. So that's just lucky. That's just blind luck.
Right.
But yeah, so I started off on the regular track that a lot of people do. I started working at Amazon. I started working at startups. But I always treasured the time in between jobs.
In between jobs, yeah, okay.
In between, yeah, like plants growing in the cracks of cement.
Nice, I like
that. I always liked to work on just my own projects, just side projects, open source software, music production software, just whatever, games, anything. I just really liked to do for fun programming. And as a programmer, you make enough money that you can save up and take some time off in between jobs. So I was able to I was able to get some experience just working on exactly what I wanted to work on for fun. So what I did was I started a new programming language about 5 years ago.
Wait, you started a programming language?
Yeah.
As in a programming language that didn't previously exist before you started it, and then you started it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Just taking notes for the people at home. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I did this on just, nights, weekends, the few months in between jobs, that sort of thing. But then I noticed all these people around me getting donation money from Patreon.
Yeah.
And I thought, what if I could do that too?
Yeah. And
so I tried it. And it's slow. It's slow going, like I got a couple people, I got some friends and family members.
Right.
$5 a month or something. But I started doing Twitch streaming. Like apparently some people they liked, that's why I got this set up and everything. Apparently some people like to watch other people program. Like I don't, but other people do.
Yeah. So you would stream your programming. You do streams of programming.
Yeah.
Oh, gnarly.
I explain what problem we're going to try and tackle during the 2 hours, and I explain what we're doing and how we're troubleshooting. Maybe I'll show off some debugging techniques or something like that.
Oh, really cool. Yeah.
So I think a lot of students like to watch it because they just get to watch someone with, 20 years of experience just using tools that they understand and can explain and just show off.
Right.
So anyway, I slowly grew an audience. I slowly grew more donations. And then I was just doing a spreadsheet, checking my finances a few years ago. And I realized if I quit my job, my savings will go down, my donations will slowly go up, and I won't hit zero. Right. So I did it. I took the plunge 2 years ago in June, I think. And it's been a huge success. Having full-time ability to work on this programming language has let me obviously get more done on it since I'm not spending my time at a day job.
Yeah, I don't got a moonlight.
Yeah. And I've been able to do more impressive things. I've been able to market it better, to ask for donations better. So I started a nonprofit. I have an official 501c3 nonprofit now.
Holy crap. What's it called?
Zig Software Foundation.
Zig Software Foundation. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, and so we got 6 people on the payroll now.
Nice.
Yeah, including myself. There's someone from Finland, Italy. Wait, where am I? Where am I forgetting someone from? Poland.
Okay.
Greece, and Texas.
Europe, Texas. Got it.
Yeah, but anyway, so we're doing okay, and it's going well, and so welcome to the offices of Zig Software Foundation here.
That's awesome. So I mean, you move out to Portland. You're working full time with this software language and this nonprofit, and I mean, dude, it is, as a person in business, working, doing staff, all this type of thing, it is a monumental accomplishment to have anybody on a payroll. You have a payroll processor.
A lot of work.
That's insane, man. Wow, kudos to you, buddy.
And it's we're doing okay, right? But we're not rolling in cash, right? This is an efficient operation. So basically I'm just doing all the work. I'm doing the work of an accountant, I'm doing the work of a hiring manager, I'm doing the work of a person who pays invoices. Whatever. It's all fucking me doing all the work.
Yep.
On top of programming and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty grueling. But also I don't have a boss. I'm the fucking boss.
Right.
So that's the grind,
kick.
right?
Yeah, that's the kick. Yeah. Once I feel like you've tasted that sweet nectar of life, you can't go back.
I will never have a boss again.
Never.
Drive a stake through my heart before I submit to someone else's authority.
Right. Press F to pay respects. This man is not going to have a boss again. No, more power to you, man. It's very hard, right? It's very hard. It's a lot of work. It's even more work. You have to be a crazy person. I mean, really, in some point in your mind, you have to be crazy to think you can do this all, to want to basically start your own company and take the plunge. And then you've got the responsibility of the people on your payroll to think of, and their families, and all this. It just cascades like crazy real fast. But that's incredible, man. That's incredible. Thanks so much for sharing that, because I had no idea. I'm thinking, and Damish probably spelled it out in so many words or another, but he was trying to, protect your interests and not give away too much. But I'm thinking,
I appreciate him. Yeah.
Right.
The cool thing about being in the spot that I'm in is that I can just kind of like be myself in public a little bit. I can let my personality show through, and it's fine.
Right.
Like someone in a corporate environment would have to be a little more careful about how they represent their employer. But like, I don't give a shit. Like, I can be myself, and people like it. They're like, that's fine. Like, there can be a person who has a personality, like running a nonprofit. Like, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. What was it that this starts somewhere? I mean, obviously you start doing the coding language. You're looking at Patreon. You're looking at ways to kind of pull funds in, get donations, and like keep this going and make it viable. But there's something in you that says, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Like, what is that? No one wakes up and just says, I want to start a nonprofit.
Oh yeah, that's totally just a means to an end. I mean, the thing I want to do is the software, like the programming aspect of it. I've always loved it. I've always loved to, number one, just work on not even necessarily software. It could be music and animation, drawing. Like, I'm not good at all these things, but I like to try, and then show it to someone. Like, hey world, like, check out what I made. Like, I've always just been a diva and wanted to show off my art. You know?
Right.
And I think of code as kind of an art form in that way.
That's interesting. It is though, right? Yeah. I mean, it totally is. It's a language.
Totally.
It can be expressed in a variety of different ways. One of the things from Twitch, because I used to stream quite a bit back in my prime as well, almost had 1,000 subscribers on my Twitch. No, I'm not sure, followers. That was before the days of affiliates. Dude, when they rolled out the affiliates thing, I lost my mind, because it used to be so damn hard. It used to be so hard to break through those platforms, and then they're just like, listen, we're going to move the cheese here, have a bigger cheese there. Everyone's got the small cheese now. All right? You're happy. Everyone's an affiliate. It's fine. It's like, fuck you guys. I busted my ass.
Yeah.
It's like coming in after they make the SAT easier. Like, Jesus, one more year.
Yeah.
But that aspect of, languages, getting things to do what you want them to do, I was at that point where people were still doing overlays, completely graphically. This is before, Node.js. This is before a bunch of the languages to try to move things more to kind of a coded-based, browser-based overlays and inputs and things like that. Way before slobs, and I think we're still using OG OBS, or exploit. It's like your choices. And so I would, design all of my overlays and just turn off all the, sources and, make scenes and whatever. And then I found one person from the Smash team, Smash Melee. Her name is Milk Tea. She doesn't play the game anymore because Smash sucks for girls and also for decent humans. But she produced this blog where she was just talking about her basic development of her stream. And she had all this code that would come in and do certain animations and pull in SVGs and just all this cool stuff. And I was looking at it like, I never even thought to think of that before, because I don't have that brain. I took one coding class in high school for C++, and I got a D.
Oof.
And I decided it wasn't for me. I wanted to make
sad.
Because
it's not you, it's C++. Like,
it's
that
C++.
is the worst one. Yeah.
All I wanted to do, Turbo, was make my own Tomb Raider game. That's all I wanted to do. I got one of those.
And you know what? there were other things they could have shown you that would have unlocked your imagination.
Yeah.
And C++ is not it.
Not it.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
What do you think? Something just like in the gaming world, like, are they building games correctly now? Are they building them in a way that makes sense? You know what I mean?
Are they building them correctly?
It's so much like Shift now, and the development cycles. I think about Owlboy taking however many decades it took. I think it was like 7 years, something like that. Or all the voxel games that are coming out, and people are trying to change and make this. But like, do you dabble in any of that at all? Like for the indie scene, or what's all that? What's all that sauce?
I have never professionally sold a game that I made, but I have made a lot of small hobby games, just for myself and friends and stuff. So if you're asking me what I think about how professional games are made, I also do have an opinion about that, but it's not from being in the scene.
Okay.
It's definitely being like next to it, and it's a pretty simple take. It's just that I see games as an art form, and just like any art, the more centralized and corporate it is, the more fake and shitty it is. And the indie scene is where it's at.
The indie scene is where it's at.
Yeah.
AAA, man. AAA lost its luster quite a while ago, I think. I think there's still a couple. There's still a couple AAAs that are really trying to do it. It well.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. Like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you have more resources, you can accomplish more, right?
Right.
It's just that the like integrity, artistic integrity is compromised, and like you can make up for artistic integrity with just like raw power.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what these AAA games are doing. It's like we just dumped a truckload of money into it, so it's like it's worth your time, I guess.
Right. I guess
like, there's no artistic integrity in it, you know.
That's important. It's important to have that catch, you know, that catch-all. It's like yeah, I mean, Jesus, how many games in AAA have come out? Anthem, Division 2, Division 1 to a degree, Destiny to a degree. Definitely yeesh. What was it? No Man's Sky before they fixed it. Just all the, you know, because they got all this backing, all this money from Sony, and it was a great idea, like incredible, crazy mathematical idea for a game. But like, yeah, I think when the corporate arm gets a little too involved, it definitely does, like you're saying, detract from the artistic form of the game, and then you're left with this, you know, rehashed version of Call of Duty that you've played before, and you know, boom, boom, explosion, I guess. But what's the point? You know, games don't make an impact.
The point is to make money for the company, and that's the sad part about it, right? Like, as a consumer, I don't give a shit about that company making money. I want to play a good game.
Right.
Like, I'll give you money to play it, but I don't care if you, like, live or die. I don't care if a company lives or die. Like, I want to see art.
Right.
You know?
You mentioned your favorite game of all time. Fast answer, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Specific.
I mean... yeah. When I answered fast, I just had to give you the first thing that popped in my head. It's the first game I ever played, like ever owned, like as a child. Yeah.
Oh, first game you ever owned. That's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah. I think first game we owned. Well, I didn't own it. My brother bought it, but it was Ocarina of Time. That game was $70 when it came out. We had the nice little.
That was the shit.
Yeah, man, crazy. I'm a huge Star Fox fan. We made a bunch of Star Fox jokes with Lancaster when he was on. Speaking of art form, there is a YouTube show. Because there's people, right? Like, you've been developing this programming language by yourself for, you know, how many years now? I don't even know.
Not by myself, actually. Lots of, it's public and people help.
Oh, it's open source. Okay.
I think your point didn't matter to that, though.
Right. But it's safe to say you're spearheading this thing, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you have a person who's pushing a thing, or a person who's doing it all by themselves, and they're the, you know, producer, writer, director, this, that, animator, voice actor, it's really cool. And then there's a Star Fox show. Well, not a show. It's trying to be a show. There's only one episode, and it's like been years for the second episode to like leak out in pieces. It's still not here, but it's called A Fox in Space, and it takes a very interesting. It tries to flesh out the backstory of the Star Fox story, and just adds on all these ancillary parts of what was, you know, James McCloud like, Fox's dad, what was Wolf like, you know, growing up in cadet school, becoming a pilot with Fox. Like, it goes to these other places, and it's told in such an interesting way that you can tell this person loved the game, but like outside of that, they saw the potential of the game as an art form, and they're pulling out more story from that, and it blows my mind, man. It's so cool. If you have the opportunity to take one of your favorite games, or just something you think is really cool in art, what would you think you would do, like, with that? You know, maybe in coding or otherwise, but what kind of art piece would you put together based on that experience?
Oh, I see. So I'm kind of taking someone else's work as a game and maybe iterating on it a little bit.
Yeah. I'll give you a little context. I'll go first. I love Van Gogh. My wife's taking me to the Van Gogh experience. It's going around the country now. We're gonna go in May. I think it's like the last Sunday or something. But they've basically taken Van Gogh and they got some fancy projectors and they project it on the walls and you go through all his paintings. It's really cool. There was a project we were working on, which I think is safe to talk about now. Yeah, it's safe. It was called Art Jumper, and it was a game that was going to be based around the idea of going in and out of paintings. And Van Gogh obviously came up, and there was all these ideas that we came around that it's like, wouldn't it be cool if you could do, go into a museum and it was a complete AR experience, where there's nothing on the walls, but you interact with these things and they populate and you can interact with them and they're 3D, they're moving around. This was when like Magic Leap was in the mix and, doing their things, and, spatial design was really kind of kicking and moving. And we were thinking about these ways to interact with paintings and kind of like go into them, like, and it would be really, really cool. And it didn't materialize, but I always just thought that was really interesting. So now they've got this Van Gogh experience, and I'm like having flashbacks of when we used to think that way. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be really cool. So I'm really looking forward to it. But that is an example. What do you think you would do? What would be interesting to you to kind of turn into some art?
Okay, yeah. Actually, I thought about this. Okay, I want to take Killer Queen.
Okay. Oh, it's Turbo bringing us back to Killer Queen. Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because I actually talked to Josh over a beer about it, and he said he didn't think it would be cool with him.
So how many beers was it? Just wasn't enough beers.
Oh, that's a really good point. That is a very astute point.
More beers.
But some of my ideas were to take it, change the art and everything so that it's not Killer Queen. But basically recreate the physics so that it feels comfortable to players who have already played it before.
Okay.
Put it on a less powerful computer running at full frames per second with no lags, and then start adding in some practice modes. So for example, a procedurally generated level where it says 3, 2, 1, go, and then you find out what where all the platforms are. Right.
Interesting.
And it's not the same, so you have to be more adaptive as you play. It's not like a day map. You're like, all right, that spot, right?
Right. It's day map. Day map is, everyone knows day map. Day map is Seinfeld's apartment. You've seen it throughout all the seasons. It's there. Yeah. We get it. But,
and there would just be like a set of like training scenarios where it's like, all right, so there's like this training scenario is like 3 people on blue, 2 people on gold, and like it's like, you're trying to get the berry in, and there's a guard here and there, and like you try and get him in, and then you do it, and then like it just like resets like fast, so you can like do the same maneuver again. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Like a training scenario.
For Rob Newhouse, you should have a training scenario where you're in the tunnel and a warrior is just set to come forward, and you gotta bump them.
Yep.
And if you leave the tunnel, you just die. You gotta fight. It's the Thunderdome, baby, and you gotta bump them. That'd be dope. Man, what a cool training tool that would be. You get good real fast.
I just want to tighten up the physics, make it not lag, prove that it can run on less powerful hardware so that it's cheaper to buy. And just like make it more friendly to competitive play.
Speaking of, what do you think about this idea? We talked about this with Nathan Palmer on the episode he was on. Because, he was doing that KQ cruise, and the big crux of the cruise was it couldn't happen because the machine was too damn big. It wouldn't go through the doors, to get it through the loading area of the ship. Like that was the actual problem.
They solve harder problems than that on
right.
ships.
But then you've got Todd, Blatt up there in Baltimore that's made this, deconstructed Killer Queen cab, right? And I think about it in the term of League of Legends, Star League, any of these Evo we brought up in the episode, any of these tournaments where they've taken the guts, and the term is super gun. You super gun it and basically set it up so you have the same game, but it's in a more palatable kind of deconstructed mode. Killer Queen, obviously, Todd's doing it, and that's for social distance, and that's kind of a different thing. But I think about it like, wouldn't it be cool to have players on a stage like Evo, like big boy esports, where they're up there and they've got the lights and the colors, but you can see them all. They're spread across evenly, and they can have their own cameras, you know what I mean? Like high production value. You couldn't do that with the way that the cabs are now, just because it's too close, right? The
see,
audience couldn't see, and it'd be fun to play, but it just visually as a production wouldn't work, right? Do you have thoughts like that? Like, is that an area that you'd be interested in seeing Killer Queen going in the future for either Bumblebashes or bigger events?
As a player, I'd be open to that. Like I'd be accommodating to changes that people would want to make it a more viable, spectator sport. As far as like being the one to figure out these things, no, I think I'm not the expert in that area.
Yeah, nope, not it. No, I think that's fine. It's interesting, and yeah, it's Rob's is portable now. Yeah, it's portable. KQP. Coming out to a cathedral near you. But it's interesting to see what the scene's doing and how it adapts. The stats, for example. Like, I think we finally got some stats down from, I forget who it was, but it was somebody from New York. We were in the Slack, and they gave us the stats codes, and we finally put those up, and we could see some of what we were doing, and then the ideas that came behind that. And there's a lot of tech ideas for Killer Queen, man. I mean, training module, what's it called for X-Men? The fucking what do they call that room? I gotta look this up. What is that? You know what I'm talking about? The danger room.
You mean Star Trek, right? Where they
they do it in Star Trek too. In X-Men, it's literally called the danger room.
Oh, okay.
But just some kind of a training module for people to figure out different situations fighting the Sentinels.
Yeah.
But yeah, having
holodeck.
something. Yeah, holodeck. Yeah, for Star Trek. That's for Sam. That's for Sam Whedon. But the aspect of having something like that, or having other aspects of the game where you can play them in different situations and different configurations, I think it'd just be really cool, man. Like I see some stuff for that. That would be.
I think I think there's a lot of potential that's not unlocked yet.
What do you think about this national tracking mechanism? This gets brought up all the time. They talk about it at Bumblebash. This idea of tracking your stats across, multiple tournaments across the scene. It's different now, but just the idea of that, do you feel like that's something that's useful or viable, or is it too are we asking too much?
Is this a technical question or a social consequences question?
I don't know. Maybe it's both actually. Yeah, let's make it both.
Okay. Well, from a technical perspective, I think it can be solved, but I think that there's just a certain user experience that you have to achieve, or it just won't work.
Yeah.
It needs to be so easy that drunk people will do it correctly.
Yeah.
And the cards that we experimented with before were not that. They were not easy enough. They didn't work well enough that drunk people could use them successfully.
I like that the metric is can drunk people do it? Then it's good.
Yeah, so I do think it can be solved. Do I have a technical solution at this time? I don't think I have one off the top of my head. It is tricky. It is a hard user experience problem to solve. But socially it's fine. I mean, I think there would just be a lot of times people would just play anonymously and enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people would enjoy the stats aspect, but it would just be some component that gets talked about, but just isn't the main focus, I think.
Right. You don't think there'd be a big issue with smurfing and all of this that was coming out for KQ Black at the time?
Oh, is that where people kind of falsely beef up their stacks? But
yeah,
with,
they
fake
make
games.
Some other account. It's all right, hey, don't mess up my stats. I think you're onto something with the social though, because it's if people start getting too competitive, like we were saying before, and you're playing for stats and you're doing this, then it's it starts to corrupt the game a little bit, does it not?
I think that if you put a incentive structure on stats, it would become a problem. If you were okay, we're hosting a tournament and only people with 10,000 points or higher can join, right, you're gonna create a problem. Mm-hmm. That's gonna make people cheat and not have fun.
It'll be like that episode of Black Mirror. You watch that show, Black Mirror?
I love that show. I don't know which one you're referring to. It's bicycle guy, or
no, not bicycle guy. It's the social currency one.
Oh yeah, with the woman protagonist and woman
protagonist who, by the way, was in Jurassic Park and went on to direct part of the episodes of The Mandalorian. I didn't know that was all the same girl, but it was. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a good episode. Very spooky and a little too real.
Yeah. A little too. I'll take the bees. Give me the bees one. That's at least further away. Mechanical bees.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think those exist now, so maybe we're already fucked. We'll see. Don't say mean things to people online. That's what that's about. God, Black Mirror. How bad was the pandemic that Black Mirror came out and said, guys, we're not releasing another Black Mirror season because the pandemic's too bad. The parallels are gonna be too close, guys.
Wow.
We don't want to write that. I lost it. That's a serious show, man. It's a good show though.
Yeah.
Have you been watching anything on the Bender for all these streaming technology we've got now?
Yeah, I've been watching One Piece, the anime.
Get out of here! You started watching One Piece, or you're catching up?
Well, I'm on episode 367.
God damn, I can't.
It's so good. I don't even know. Like, it just keeps getting better. I don't know how they do it after 300 plus episodes. Like, it's so good.
It's a lot of episodes. I always wonder because Dragon Ball. I haven't. I can't.
Oh.
I can't, Turbo. I can't do it.
Oh, it's funny because I started watching it without knowing how long it was. Like, I thought it was like whatever. And I was hanging out with Damish, and I was like, "Yeah, Damish, I just started watching One Piece. It's pretty cool. It's pretty chill." And he was like, "Wow, that's like a big investment." I was like, "What's this guy talking about?" Oh. and then I was talking to Allie, and she's like, "I looked up how many One Piece episodes there are, Andy.
Oh no.
Do you want to know? And I was like,
The fucking Arctic Monkeys song comes on. You hear the bass, you hear the strum. I go, no.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a lot of episodes.
It's fun. Yeah.
I was watching Hunter x Hunter. Not nearly as long, but long enough. It's not one of these, 24 episode, or rather 13, 12 episode fucking, I hate that shit. It's like right when you're getting into it, it ends. It's like, God. There's no second season, no game, no life. All this stuff, man. Like, Jesus. But that's been getting into. We've been watching a show I think you would like. It's marketed because I feel like, I don't know, maybe, but I feel like we probably were in the same group of high school together. It's a 4-year span up and down. I think we're probably in that group. I'm 32, but
I'm 32 as well.
Yeah. Hey, we're fucking in the same class, my guy.
What's up? Man, it's sad that we're not like in a bar and we can like high five.
I know, right? This is fucking Zoom. Jesus. It's Discord. But anyway, I digress. It gets to the point where you're doing your thing, you're trying to figure that out, and then I fucking forgot what the fuck I was talking about. What was I talking about, Trevor?
Well, we were talking about series.
Oh, the shows. There it is. Got it. So close enough. It's on HBO Max. I don't know if you have this.
I'm familiar with what that is. Yeah.
Did you watch regular show back in the day, Cartoon Network? No?
Oh,
yeah?
Back in the day, we didn't have cable, so I got to watch Cartoon Network at Mama's house.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. I didn't get to watch Scooby-Doo growing up. That was the household I grew up in. No Scooby-Doo, no Smurfs. Yeah. It was kooky.
What?
It was kooky.
I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter because it had... Because it had like devils and demons, wizards in it, and that was like from Satan.
Oh boy! Okay, this is a lot of fun. Did you get to play? Did you get to play GoldenEye on the 64?
No, definitely not. I wasn't even allowed to do Pokemon cards.
No Pokemon cards. It's demonic. It's demons.
Yeah.
Turbo. Yeah. It's demons. We only got to play GoldenEye if we put it on paintball mode, which I always thought was stupid because after you get hit with enough paintballs, a blood curtain comes down over your screen. It's like, well, what's up with that? We just called it the curtain. Oh, God. Wow. Nothing like sheltered households from the 90s. This is fun. What else could we do? Could you do sleepovers? Could you go over people's houses?
Yeah, but it was always like, they would require like a vetting, Like, we got to have them over first and meet the parents and like make sure they're cool,
This is great. This is the best. I didn't realize.
Are you familiar with this?
Dude, you're right. You're literally describing my life, my guy. My life. This is great. Did you play Did you play Halo at all? Halo? It's 2002. No?
Well, I mean, I played it at a friend's house.
At a friend's house. We couldn't play it in my household until I made a thesis argument with my father.
Oh, did it work though?
It did work. It worked. The thesis argument was, listen. We're not killing people. No. Aliens. The aliens are the ones, not the people. Okay? It's just like a movie. What movie do we see where they're killing aliens, Dad? Lots of movies. It's fine. So he's like, yeah, logic is undeniable, son. Gonna have to go with this. I had to convince my father that video games, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, to buy that game, I had to convince him that this was good for my brain. That Legend of Zelda, because of the puzzles, would spur my young mind to think critically about how to solve challenges.
You know what, though? I mad respect for your dad and my parents for the same reason, for being open to arguments from their own children and actually changing their mind in response to them. Yeah. That takes a little bit of like humility, and I think it's really good for kids to like. It taught us as children, like, use your brain, make a logical argument. That does have power.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Certain rules they're willing to bend as long as the argument is sound, and you got to back that shit up.
That's right.
Before that, we had to like, oh man, like I grew up in the house where to play video games, like to play Super Mario Kart and like Yoshi's Island, like that shit on the Super Nintendo, we had to read, and for every minute that we spent reading, we could play a video game.
Wow, that's pretty good though, because you can read like a lot of hours in a day, right? Mine was just a limit, like a hard limit, 1 hour a day.
Right.
Done. That's it.
Right. Oh man,
games.
This is wild. Yeah. I had such a better shake than you had. That's good. I always have respect for these kids, man. Like people that grew up in those types of houses where it's like, we're not sure about these video games yet, but we're willing, because there's plenty of others where it's just like, nope, not in this house, just gone. And it's like, oh man, can you imagine if you lost out on all of these just classics, these masterpieces? The biggest thing, coming back to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, first game you own. Oh man, Mega Man. I appreciate the restrictions of technology. The restrictions, right? In music, 8-bit, you could only play 3 sounds at a time. The track for, Sonic the Hedgehog 16-bit, but similar limitations. Those tracks are incredible. They're so memorable. Everyone knows the theme. You hear that Sega. Everyone knows that. If I asked you like today, what's the theme for Mass Effect? You fucking know. Like, you probably played the game. You don't fucking know. It's orchestral. You can do too much. There's no limits. So while you can create really amazing things without limits, if you don't have the restrictions to put in place very specific motifs, then you lose the power of what it is you're doing, right?
Restraint breeds creativity. Yeah.
Right.
Did you ever get into the OC remix community?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Oh hell yeah, Turbo. We're friends, man. We're friends.
Yeah, right? I actually was I went through a period of time in college where I was really into music and just like production and just like electronic stuff. I wasn't good at it, but I just did it as a hobby.
Sure.
And so I was into the OC remix community, and we would have, it was really fun. So we would have every Thursday, we'd have a 1 hour competition. And the whole point was just to get your creative juices flowing. So it would just be like 20 people or maybe 10 or 5, I don't know, in an IRC room, in a chat room.
Oh shit. And keep going. I'm going to tell my computer to shut the hell up about this update. But keep going. I can hear you.
Oh my God, there's another one? Yeah. Well, so every Thursday, 1 hour, when it starts, you would, the theme would be announced like on the hour. And then you have 1 hour to like make a track. That's it, 1 hour.
Oh damn! It was like that's like a game jam, but for music.
Yeah, game jam for music. So then everyone uploads it, and then everyone has a listening party. So everyone made a song in 1 hour to the theme that you just found out about, and then you all listen to each other's jams for in a row at the same time, and it's like you get to chat about it, and inevitably people would share tricks like give you feedback, be like, hey, you could try like this technique to go for that thing you were trying to do right there. You know? And it was this community of musicians, so they were like really knowledgeable. They were all like mentors and stuff. It's really cool.
That's wild. So, did you ever make anything like? You made music from that community? Like what games did you do?
Oh, I've never had anything accepted. Yeah. I have had some stuff rejected.
Okay.
I can link to what I made.
Oh hell yeah! I want to hear your rejected shit, man. I want to throw it through my emo blender, put on some black, and just be real sad about why this was rejected because it's probably great. Music is awesome. Music is so awesome. I think I was literally, dude, I kid you not, I was literally listening today at work, grinding, through my teeth, because work was tough today. The power went out. I was big mad. The breaker tripped. I was like, shit, so save the server, save your work, batten down the hatches. But I was listening to the Donkey Kong 2 OST, and just Bayou Boogie.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
This shit. Sticker Bus.
Is that the one that has the ship deck too? King K. Rool ship deck? Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite one.
It's the best one, right? It's the fucking good one. Yeah. The music was so good. David Wise and Grant, these were all David Wise. I think Grant Kirkhope was like the later rare stuff, Banjo, Kazooie and whatnot, which is also fucking legend. That motif, the fact he was able to tie that motif through the entire game. Like, the entire overworld section of the game had the same fucking song and different themes.
Wait, was that also Robin Beanland?
We can fix this.
From Conker's Bad Fur Day? Did you play that one?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, no, I didn't play that one because I wasn't allowed.
Oh, well, of course not. It's rated fucking M. No, that game, that game came out like kind of on the tail end of N64's like lifetime. It was a flop because it was for mature audiences.
That didn't and it came out kind of 64.
Yeah, and it came out kind of at the end. It was a total flop, but it's like the game equivalent of a cult classic.
Yeah.
Like seriously, if you haven't played it through, like dedicate a couple weekends in the sometime coming up. Get out your Project 64 emulator and play the fucking game. It's like.
I'll do you one better, my guy. I'll pull out the OG hardware because I still got that shit. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. It's not anywhere you can see, and I don't think I can even get it from where I'm at in a reasonable amount of time. But
you have the game though?
On this wall, there is a N64 controller because that is one of the consoles I own. Like, you can't see it. I'll show you maybe after the show. But it's got every console from every system that we ever own at for any stretch. So Atari's up there, and all the PlayStation.
Damn,
it's a pretty damn cool. It's like put into a D-pad pattern, but it's awesome. I don't own Conker's for a Day, but I do have the 64, so I just got to get a copy of it. And
it's worth a playthrough. I mean, like it's we were talking about like art and like artistic integrity, right? Like it is a work of art that is worth like going back and experiencing.
I can remember that game. That was rated M. There was a guy I used to work with. He was a creative director, like on loan when I was working at soccer.com that they brought in. He was a contract guy. But he was telling me, and I don't know if it's true or not, but this guy told me that he was on for creative direction, freelancing with Nintendo for the commercial that was made to promote Conker's Bad Fur Day. And that was a fucking bender of a commercial. They had like, he's describing it to me. We're talking in the office. He's like, yeah, man, the used condom and the bed scene, and we just wanted to make it look like he's totally trashed, man. I'm just like, fuck, you're serious? Like, Jesus, what the hell? Because I always remember seeing that, like, what the hell were these guys thinking? That's the guy. He's here telling me about it. Like, crazy man. But they did it. And they're like, I wanted to do a bad boy commercial for Nintendo, the big kid, console. I hated it so much they came out with the GameCube. But it was gnarly, man. It was super, super gnarly. God, that's dope. That's really dope. This is awesome. I fucking love this. This is why I do this show. Listen, I gotta close. We always, these things go for so long. I'm gonna get into another commercial break. This has been fucking fun, Turbo. I didn't know we were friends, Turbo. But
we're friends.
You're not on Facebook, but I would friend you, Turbo. This is awesome. So listen, what I want to do is, you've been doing this thing We talked about the nonprofit Ziggs Corporation. Where can we find this stuff? How can people help the nonprofit? How can we push your dreams and move things forward, man? Because I tell you what, you've got a fan in me for life, buddy. This is really, really cool stuff. So tell us where we can get your shit.
Well, that's really sweet of you. So the website is ziglang.org, ziglang.org. If you're like a tech person who makes a bunch of money, donate monthly. If you're not a tech person who makes a bunch of money, don't worry about it. It's all good. We'll be fine.
Dope. I like it. I'm checking it out too. This is good. Zig, general purpose programming language and tool chain for maintaining robust, optimal, and reusable, dare I say, sustainable software. This is dope.
Damn right. Yeah.
This is dope.
Also, if you're interested in programming and you want to learn about how computers work, join one of the communities, and they'll be really friendly. Make some friends, learn about how computers work, increase your skill level, do some programming stuff.
Gnarly, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. Turbo, thanks so much for coming on this show, dude. Joe, you getting a raise.
Thanks for hosting. It's been fun.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, buddy. This has been the Lazy J. That is Andrew Turbo Kelly. And I'm Master Joe. We're getting out of here. Enjoy your night, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.